Go.
Okay, so I'm Scott Rayder, and I'm the new Senior Advisor to the President. I'm working in areas of development. So these talks have been very helpful to me because my job is to make sure that your research programs are funded. And the first three talks have reflected to me that we have a lot of research here that's worth funding. So some of you might be asking some basic questions, and I'm here to answer those. Who is this guy? Why is he here? Why should we care? And what is development? And that last question is very important because I want to talk a little bit about that. Who am I? I'm a part scientist, part administrator, and part marketer. 1989, I had the opportunity to go to the Galapagos Islands on a geologic expedition for the National Science Foundation. What is a terrestrial volcano doing in the middle of the ocean in an archipelago? Well, I was interested, how does that get funded? Really good science will get funded. That's why I'm here. We're an enabler of the science in the search for truth. We are SEAL Team 6. The country is fascinated with the best things. My job is to make them fascinated with our research. New business models are going to be important. Why should you care? Our budget's been cut. This is what worries me and keeps me up at night trying to help you. Sequestration, the election, CRs. And our role is really going to be important. New DC slogan, flat is the new up. Okay? Frenemies and competimates. I want to talk about this. Okay, we get our budget from NSF. We got a 6.4% cut. Look at how much money is going in R&D on the federal level. $141 billion in the President's FY13 request. We're $236 million of that. Folks, that's 0.002% of the total R&D pie in the federal government rounded up. We are decimal dust, okay? And if budgets are going to be flat, we need to think about new business models. Willie Sutton came up supposedly with the saying, why do people rob banks? Because that's where the money is. So NSF is flat and we're cut. In the federal R&D portfolio, these are areas where I need you to start thinking about looking for funding sources. I can't do it all by myself. I'm one person. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. But this is your $70 billion in the Department of Defense going to R&D. All we want is 1% of that. Okay, 1%. Okay, and we'd be in great shape. Come on, flip. Where's my 15 seconds? I'm moving. I should say NOAA's going to be flat. NASA's looking flat. NSF, right here. We are concerned deeply about what's going to happen with sequestration, some of these events on the Hill. Okay, it might end up being a 10% cut across the board if sequestration occurs. 6.4% in 13 and now 10. Okay? I've come into a nice situation. Okay? Congress, they got to find $600 billion by January 2013 in cuts or taxes, or these automatic ones get triggered. Look at the debt numbers. We're going to have to do something. Good news is people like research. The bad news is our research banks are drying up. This is how I'm going to help. And I really want to talk about these in the next few slides, but strategies about how to bring in money from new sources that we haven't thought about, okay? Strategies of working with the administration and Congress on the impact of our science. It's clear from the first few presentations we have a great reach, tremendous reach here. Basic and applied matter, but it's getting hard to get money for basic. We've got to work with the operational components out there. They want our research. We have to look at new business models, okay? Research in the private sector is decreasing. IRAD, internal research and development, is down. They need innovation. We can bring that. It's hurting foundations. We need to look at new ways to do business in terms of how we take our research and put it out there. And our FFRD status makes us unique. Rolodex and pipeline. How can we connect your ideas to the right people? I'm here to help you to do that. Okay? We want to work as an integrated organization. My impression, having been here for 6 to 8 weeks, is we like to talk to each other at lunch, but not here. And we need to think about that. Program management. The best way to sell a program is to manage it well. My hat's off to Al Kelly and the folks who put this together. Under budget, on schedule, and it performs. That is my example whenever I go to Congress or OMB to ask them to give us more money. 3 dates. Note what happened the day after. The dates aren't important. The day after is. We are headed into fiscally austere times. If you don't believe it, I'm here to tell you it's true. 6 months from now, what's it going to be like? Our competition is going to be buying for the same dollars. If the federal pie's flat, what do? We've got the talent. Are we going to organize ourselves for success? And what is development? It's finding new sources of funding for our research. That's what we have to do as a community. It's a new day. We're going to have to work together doing it. Private sector, other federal entities, angel venture capital, spin-offs, foundations, international opportunities, teaming will be key. Note, if you have adequate funding and sufficient resources, give me a call. Okay? I'll be happy to help. The big policy push is going to be a U.S. Weather Commission. That is our big legislative push. We've had 2 ocean commissions in the history of the country. We've never had a weather commission. Yet, the oceans have no Organic Act. We have an Organic Act for the National Science Foundation. We have an Organic Act for the National Weather Service. Are you going to tell me oceans are more important than weather? So we want to tie the 2 communities together. We want to create priorities for this community. There will be 16 members if we use the Ocean Commission approach and a 2-year timeline. We want to put this effort together, 1 liquid, 2 densities. And this is what you need to take away. Federal budgets are going to be tight. We're going to have to find new ways to sustain and expand and grow programs. And this Weather Commission is an opportunity for us to show value. And development is everyone's job. And I need your help. So thank you.